Hello and welcome to the Basher and Dmon podcast.
Hi. Hello. Okay, let me tell you about my wonderful co-host for a bit before we start.
Oh god, I'm scared.
Okay. So for
Wait,
the last...
wait. Don't you mean you're my co-host? Mega wrecked. No, you
We're
place
each other-
bitch.
we're-
No, you place bitch.
We're each other's co-host. That's how it works. It's cooperative.
What you mean? You don't work. Oh, mega wrecked.
So, if you've been
420
paying
plays it.
any attention to the descriptions of the videos for the last 2 weeks...
Oh no, I haven't checked them.
you'll realise that I wrote them. There's nothing bad in them, nothing you should be worried about. They're just very subpar because, contrary to what everybody else believes, I'm a terrible writer. So, this week, Andrew, or Basher as he prefers to be called, he's an idiot,
Wow, thanks.
was at
What a bitch.
university.
I was at that universities.
He was at a university thing, and so in his whatever the hell it was, I don't care. He was tasked with editing a video. So if you've watched any of the content that he's ever recorded, you know that why that's such a negative thing, because he doesn't edit videos. So there was a problem with like letterboxing due to the person who recorded it holding the phone the wrong way. And so he was like, since you've got Sony Vegas on your computer and I don't have it on my laptop, can I just send it to you and fix the letterboxing? I was like, that'll take way too long. And he was like, please. I was like, fine. But only if I don't have to upload anything to any channel. You can't force me to upload anything for the next 6 months. Because for the last 2 weeks I've been shouted at by my family for using up all the internet, uploading all of these goddamn videos. So I'm not uploading another video to Basher and Dmon for a while, for the foreseeable future. So I was like, fine, I'll download it. He was like, okay, wanna come into a Skype call? Literally minutes after saying I can't come into a call to show you my movie maker so that you could fix the problem I'm having with the video. So we go into this call, and for 20 minutes he talks about literally nothing. And then it's like, I have to go to sleep now. It's like, what about the video? It's like, I'll send you it tomorrow. This was 2 days ago. And I still have not seen this damn video.
Okay. Should I tell you what happened?
Please do.
So I edited the video, and I was like, right, I need to show my teammates. Yes. And I was like, right. So as I said to you, oh, I need to show Liam it. Then I will send you it. So I couldn't get Liam into the room, so I had to wait till the next day. And then everyone was like, it doesn't matter about the letterboxing, you just do you, Andrew. And I was like, okay, I'll just do me.
So you mean the thing that I was telling you the entire time?
I'm more of a perfectionist than my team. I'm sorry, okay?
I'm sorry, you're a perfectionist. Have you listened to the audio on any of the videos that I've uploaded for the last 2 weeks?
Wait. Also, which was it Thursday night I was doing this?
Yes.
I forgot to tell you. Someone spiked my drink.
Well, you told me that it was suspected.
Yep. I woke up the next morning with a massive hangover. I was completely bladdered that night.
Well,
I was literally off my face drunk.
it's karma for all of the horrible things you've put me through.
I still do not remember part of Thursday night.
If I was there, I would have spiked the spike drink.
You.
I would
Wow.
have killed you.
I went to Facebook and I'm seeing clips from Bob the Builder, the new Bob the Builder. I want to shoot myself. Oh, he's made a massive building. Can I throw myself off it? Oh, Jesus.
In other news,
Should we? Should we talk about things that aren't?
I
Probably-
want to rant about another reason why I'm feeling so fucking down right now.
Oh God.
So
This isn't the
was-
Rooster Teeth podcast. This isn't the complain about shit podcast.
I'm gonna complain about shit, namely Clannad. Okay.
What?
There is a show currently airing on Crunchyroll. It's like a sequel called like, I can't remember which one it is. It's either Danchi Guy or something resort, or whatever. And there's like a clip of one of the characters crying, and somebody on Anime GIF Sound put the instrumental version of Dango Daikazoku, which is one of the characters' theme songs, and also the song that just plays when anything depressing happens, apparently. And so I was like, that's a good song. I'm gonna go listen to that song because I like that song. First of all, I realized how upbeat that song is for a song that plays during, like, really depressing moments. Second of all, I was trying to get that to sleep that night, and because I listened to that song, YouTube, one of the recommended videos on my YouTube was one of the characters' deaths from Clannad, so I was like, fuck it. So I watched that. Not only is the writing both horrible and good at the same time, but it's really heavy. I hate that show because of its ending, and I refused to watch it because of it, because it was spoiled, but damn, it's really heavy. But it doesn't stop there. I saw another character's death, and then I was like, plus it was dubbed, so I was like, then I read the context, and I was like, that show, you need to go watch that show, just so I don't have to. So now I just... Also, Charlotte, episode 6 came out today, which is written by the same person, so you know.
Janelle.
So I'm a bit teeved.
Should we talk about a game we both love now that I've been playing this week?
Okay.
You know that game called Shovel Knight Best Game. Woo! Shovel Knight. Shovel Knight Best Grow. Yeah. I started doing the Plague Knight level. That's how far I'm up to it, but I didn't finish it. I can't remember why. I think someone came in my room while I was playing it, and then I was like, oh well, I've got to stop now. But yeah, that game is as fun as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, it's great.
To be honest, in my mind, so the levels so far have all made a lot of sense to the knight you have to fight at the end.
Yeah.
So obviously the first knight you've got the Black Knight, who it's a very standard level because he's kind of, I'm guessing he's supposed to be your like main rival because he looks exactly like you.
Yeah.
So that's like, yeah, okay, here's the standard level. Then I did King's Knight, so it's all very like palacey royal. There's a lot of actual like royal knights around the place. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that was like, right, that makes sense. Then I did Spectre Knight, which is like, I don't know why it's called Spectre Knight.
Because he's a spectre.
It would, I would have liked him to be called like Grim Knight or something. That would be cool.
Spectre Knight sounds better.
But that made sense because it was all like doing the thin darkness and all that sort of thing. But so far with Plague Knight's level, I don't understand it because, so he's Plague Knight. He's got like the Plague Crow mask.
Yeah.
But his level's covered in fire. I don't know if I'm just not enough far through it.
His level is very science-based, and like he's dressed up like a plague time doctor, so he's got like a lot of medical stuff around.
Oh, okay.
There's like beakers and stuff, and a lot of potions and shit. And the mid-boss throws potions at you. Yeah, it's got a very Mega Man level design sort of thing. fun fact: in the first town, you can go to the bar, and there's like a king there. That's the king that King Knight stole the castle from. And all the knights and all the enemies there belong to that king. It's really funny because when you, if you talk to him after you defeat King Knight, he goes, "I hope my two lovely griffins are safe." But yeah, that game's great. It's really, the ending's really sad.
I don't spoil it. I want to do a full Let's Play of it. I think I'm gonna start my Let's Play before I've genuinely finished it, even though I've already started it. I'll just make another save file called Let's Play. But I'll make sure I finish my Let's Play one before I finish my normal one.
What have I played this week?
Also, just because I saw it on my Facebook, because I made a Facebook page and I just wanted to scroll down quickly. There's one of those pictures that says, "You are the main villain of the last game you played. Who are you?"
The last game I played was Hyperdimension Neptunia. I don't want to spoil who the main villain is, but that's kind of badass, I guess. I am a chick.
I was in the Granger Games in Durham this past week, and they had like Hyper Neptunia, the collection.
Oh, cool.
So it's like the first, I
Was
think
it for Vita?
no, PS3. So it was like the first 3 or something on PS3. I was like, I should probably tell David about that, because it was only like 15 quid or 20 quid or something.
Hyper Collection.
I think so.
It's on Amazon.
But yeah,
Well,
it was.
I already own the first 2, and I'm waiting for the. So it's Hyperdimension Neptunia, Hyperdimension Neptunia Mark II, and Hyperdimension Neptunia Victory. I own the upgraded versions of the first 2, Rebirth 1 and Rebirth 2 Sisters Generation, which features the twin characters who represent the DS, named Rom and Ram. So you know. I hate and love that game so much. Okay, so the games that I played this week. The new Humble Bundle with Bandai Namco.
Oh, when have I got to buy that till?
Like next week.
Okay.
And
I'm buying that.
It includes Pac-Man Championship Edition DX Plus, Platform Mines, Dead Core, Ace Combat Assault Horizon Enhanced, Ridge Racer, and Enslaved Odyssey to the West, and Dark Souls Prepare to Die Edition.
Oh.
So I played some Pac-Man because it's just fun. I played Dead Core, which is not fun. It is a first-person shooter platformer where you can't see your legs, so you can't make accurate jumps. Also, doesn't auto-detect graphic capabilities, so it started on ultra high, so it was laggy as hell, so I couldn't make accurate jumps or aim.
Sorry,
Also,
you know what I love? Pac-Man Championship Edition DX Plus All You Can Eat Edition bundle.
Yeah, it's so good.
How is Platform Mines?
Haven't played it yet.
Okay, it's got platforming in it, so I should love it.
Yeah. I also played a bit of Shovel Knight myself this week.
Good. It's great.
It's great.
Love it.
I can't remember where I got to. I think I just beat Spectre Knight because I wasn't too bothered. I played some more Sonic the Hedgehog 2, where I just cheated Supersonic in and played through the game with Supersonic because that's the most fun thing to do. That game crashed my computer twice.
Okay, I know you don't like racing games, but have you played Ridge Racer Unbounded?
Haven't downloaded it yet. It's not even in my Steam thing yet because I've been scared to download stuff because I know my family will complain of this.
The only Ridge Racer game I believe I played was the one on 3DS that came out when like the 3DS launched, and I got it cheaply, and I was like, I'm scared to play this game because it's a racing game on 3DS. So like, what do you expect? So I went in expecting very, very, very little, and I had a lot of fun with it.
Cool.
It was actually, it controlled decently well, and yes, I was like, yeah, this is actually pretty fun.
I also recorded some more If My Heart Had Wings today. I want to mention this because I think it's either next week's episode or next month's. I'm not entirely sure. I'm going to check now.
So sorry, I'm just currently looking at Ridge Racer Unbounded on Steam, and all the screenshots just look like your generic racing game screenshots that like represent nothing of the game. So I'm worried. Also, the reviews are mixed, and it's a 2012 game. So
I've just checked. It's episode 5, which is next month's episode of If My Heart Had Wings, has, I kid you not, a 12-minute lesson on aerodynamics.
Right.
So the story behind it is you're in this club room, and there's this person literally just building a glider, like designing it and building it, and she's like, there's no way you can possibly build a flying glider. And then she makes a paper airplane and throws it. It's like, if I can make that, then I can make an actual glider. You're like, why? And then she gives you a 12-minute lecture on aerodynamics.
Lush.
So,
because I've got so many stories from just to explain where I've actually been the last 2 weeks. I've been on the National Citizen Service, which is like a weird scheme by the government to make us better people. It also looks great on your UCAS application, so that was the main point I went on it, but it's been actually great fun. Talking about aerodynamics, I forgot to tell you about it. We had in our first week there was an hour where we were supposed to make bottle rockets. So we were like, oh, what do you do? Do you use a big bottle? It literally went down to, what if we throw water over each other? So yeah, it just broke out into a water fight between two teams. And if in the future anybody from my NCS team watches this, you know who you are. You're a traitor because you threw water over me. So that's why I picked you up and threw water over you, and I will never forgive you, even though we're good friends now. But you know who you are.
Yeah, because I also recently found out that If My Heart Had Wings is actually an Orochi game, apparently. I'm starting to think that I may need to, like, revise aerodynamics. But other than that, I played Hyperdimension Neptunia. I did a boss fight in that. Like, they've given us a new character and a new sword, and told us that I can't use my special ability, and then put us against a boss, but like they give you a chance to sort out your party and stuff. I sorted out my party so that everybody was with like the optimum people that they could be with. Forgot to put the new sword on. I still won because I'm badass, but still.
Oh
Yeah,
my god. Neocube's Hell, Sonic Unleashed.
Yup.
I know what I'm watching later. I haven't been playing that much this week. I was playing a bit of Left 4 Dead 2 earlier this week, just because I wanted to. That game is so much fun. I can't love that game any more than I currently do. It's so good. Mwah, mwah to that game.
So, the anime that I've watched this week, I think I've already mentioned. I can't remember entirely what it was, but I haven't watched anything new. Just usual School Live. I tried to watch Ushur and Toro, but it froze like 4 minutes in. I was like, I can't be bothered. I don't like this show that much. Let's have a look at my list, see what I watched.
Okay, while you do that, because I know you like. Anytime we ever talk about this game, you have played it, and I can't remember if you said you completed it, but you said it was actually a good game. How long do you think it would take me to finish Enslaved?
Can't remember because I played that game like years ago.
But I remember you enjoyed it. I remember.
I enjoyed it because it was the first action fighter I ever played. Apparently, it's actually quite bad. I don't know.
I think you should play it back. I think you should play it again.
I've downloaded it today, so I'm going to play it again. I remember the writing being pretty awful, but other than that, I'm not sure. I'm going to look up an average time. This week, I just remembered 2 episodes of Himoto Umura-chan came out. Because last week there was no episode, so one came out on Sunday and one came out on Thursday. They were both pretty fun.
Oh yeah, I was playing more Hearthstone. Love Hearthstone.
How do you spell these?
Do you know what? Do you know what I might do while we're just sitting here?
What?
This.
I'm scared.
I'm waiting for your Steam to react.
Oh yeah, you're playing Hearthstone. Cool.
Yeah.
The main story takes about 9 hours if you get everything. If you get extras, it takes 10.5 hours. If you do completionist, it's 18 hours, according to howlongtobeat.com.
Okay. Actually, while we're talking about howlongtobeat.com, so I need to go on right now. What I wanted to beat, which I was saying about you before we started this podcast, because it was saying free to play and they said it's a platform, and they're like, oh, you're going to totally love. Why the hell was it? What was I? Which game was I talking about before?
I can't remember. Okay, do you want to know a fun fact?
Yes, I like fun facts.
I looked up Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth 1 on howlongtobeat.com. Main story, 26.5 hours. Main story and extras, 47.5 hours. Completionist, 63 hours. Combined, 36.5 hours. Do you want to know how long I've played that game for?
What?
64 hours.
Wow.
Do you want to know how far through that game I am?
How far?
I'm in chapter 6 of 8.
Also, can we just check, because we all know what the Sakura series of games are.
Yeah.
What the fuck is Sakura Clicker? Have you
it's Cookie Clicker with tits.
I've just seen it and I'm like, what?
I watched some of the Funhouse members play it on the newest Dude Soup podcast. That game, it's just stupid. It's just the stupidest. I hate it. Looking at my list. Nujutsu wa Watashi wa came out. It looks like everything's going to kick off next week, so that's cool. I've given up on Gate and Roka for now.
I'm going to find that game that I really want to play.
The new student council president is great. There's like so much wrong with it, but it's just good. The newest last week's episode of Dragon Ball Super was absolute shit.
Wow.
Seriously. I don't know if it was like a combination of multiple elements that made me hate it, but like, it was just nothing seemingly important happened, plus the subs that I was watching were awful in several ways.
So you know this free-to-play game that I really want to play? So I went on free-to-play on Steam, then I went on most popular. I've just passed Epic Card Game, and then I've just gone past Hazard Ops. I'm now really scared to see how popular this game is. Okay, I've just gone past Super Crate Box, and I still haven't found it yet, and I can't remember what
you
it's
have
called.
to win the game.
That's it! I literally said. You have to. I'm gonna install that on this computer to make sure I remember it when I install it on my laptop. It says it's gonna take a minute to install. You have to win the game. I want to know how long that takes to beat. Cause I would like to do a really short let's play. I know I said oh, it says main story an hour.
How long have I played that game for?
Wow, speed run.
64 hours.
Speed run 7 minutes.
Sorry, 64 minutes.
7 minutes.
Yeah, I'm just like really slow and terrible at like figuring out where I am, so I just suck at that game. So should we move on to the news, or is there anything else you want to talk about?
Sorry, can I just quickly complain about Steam? So I went to install You Have to Win the Game, right? So for some reason that made Steam think, so dude, you totally want to restart your download of Blacklight Retribution?
Yeah.
Idiota! Right.
Oh,
The news!
I watched Despicable Me 2 this week.
Oh! How was that?
That movie's pretty good.
Shut your shit. No, it's not.
I don't know which I prefer, the first or the second one, but they're both great. Like, it's really predictable, but it's still fun. I also watched the first episode of a TV show from last year called The Fuzz.
Okay.
So, the general reception of this seems to be that it's okay. What it is it's like The Wire, but with puppets.
Okay. It's
And
interesting to say the least.
It's the first episode has like a puppet shoot other puppets in the head, and they've got like puppet brains all over the walls. It's really disturbing. I need to watch The Wire. That's something that I need to do. I'll do that at some point, maybe. But yeah, it looks somewhat interesting. It's like, it's pretty cool, I guess. I've only watched one episode, so I don't know.
The only thing I've watched this week is Mission Impossible 5, and that film made me sad because it was. So I've seen every other Mission Impossible film, right?
Right.
And at this point, it's overused. It's tired. They've run out of ideas. The acting in it is pretty bad in the first place. I've never been a huge fan of Tom Cruise. He's good in some films. I will always love Top Gun. Valkyrie's a great film, probably his best film. Come at me, people. You know, I've just said that Valkyrie's a better film than Top Gun and Mission Impossible 1. Come at me, internet. But also, obviously, I enjoyed the first 3-ish Mission Impossible films. 4 was pretty okay. I think it was 2 that's pretty meh. There's one of them that he's got long hair in, and I don't like that one. I remember someone describing it as the hippie Mission Impossible. I don't know why. There's one of them that he's got long hair in. I shall tell you which one that is in a second. I think it's 2 or 3. It's like on the front cover he's got long hair. Yeah, it's 2. It's 2's pretty meh. But no, the plot was pretty meh. It was like, okay, we're gonna get ridiculous stunt after ridiculous stunt after ridiculous stunt, and then there was bits where he was just making it hard for himself. So it's like, okay, here's some crazy stunts that he didn't have to do in the first place, but somehow he survives anyway. And the worst possible thing they could have possibly done was, right before the film is, hey, here's a trailer for the new James Bond! That is going to be 100 times better. Now here's a film that is not trying to be Mission Impossible, but trying to be James Bond. So yeah, that's the vibe I got from a lot of it. I don't know if it's because there was like a lot of scenes in London. But are you gonna go see Mission Impossible 5 after me slaughtering it?
I haven't watched the first 4, to be honest.
Oh, so you're probably not.
Yeah.
So okay, so through the whole film, there's a British agent. Okay, spoilers. There's a whole film through the whole film that's a British agent who is obviously supposed to be the love interest, right? And there's like a whole scene where she's in like a bikini by the water thing, and like Tom Cruise is looking at her like, yeah, I'm totally gonna tap that later, right? And you find out she's like a triple double agent, but he still cares about her and all this sort of shit.
Triple double agent.
She's working for the British government, she's working for the IMF, and she's undercover for the bad guys.
Okay.
Right? But the guy who she's working for in the British government is one of the bad guys. Yeah, but it was super obvious if you watch the film. But so end of the film, he's going up to her to say goodbye. You know, I turned to my friend in the cinema and went, this is where they're totally gonna smooch. And they hugged. They fucking hugged. And I just turned and went, I face palmed, then I went, this is why Bond's better, because he'd have her up against that car. Right? In front of everyone, Simon Pegg would have to look away. Right? Oh, I just was like, why? Why? And then today, I got even more annoyed at that film, because, so, before this podcast, we were talking about the Fantastic Four, which is getting slaughtered by everything.
Yup.
And you know how it's got 14 out of 100 by Rotten Tomato?
Yup.
And I always don't like scores, ratings.
Oh, fun fact, it's not 14%, it's 9%.
Oh, has it gone down to 9?
It's 9%.
Ha! But, do you know what annoyed me? So I was like, I wonder what Mission Impossible got on Rotten Tomato. 92!
Yeah, I was gonna say, a bunch of people seem to, like, love new Mission Impossible.
90 fucking 2!
Yeah.
Hate it! Tom Cruise, stop making Mission Impossible. Just... But yeah, do you know who Jeremy Renner is?
Probably if I looked him up.
You know who Hawkeye is in the Avengers?
Oh, yeah.
That guy. You know how he's a genuinely good actor?
Mm-hmm.
He's shit in that film. He's in the fourth one, and he's good in the fourth one. They give him a smaller role, and he's shit.
Yeah.
In the fourth film, he's like, here, look at me, I'm a badass. The fourth film, it's like, hey, I'm now in a suit, and I have to work for the CIA. And I do fuck all. There's one bit where he's driving a fucking SUV.
So he's the movie version of Kane then.
Yes.
What was I think I was gonna say.
Oh, can I also complain about WWE this week?
Sure.
So, John Cena wasn't there because supposedly Rollins broke his nose.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Have you seen the pictures where his face is like even worse now?
Yep.
I can't remember which Bella is married to him. She's totally gonna get divorced now. That's all I'm saying. The main event was a 6-man match between Orton, Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose versus Bray Wyatt, the other bearded guy. The other bearded guy who's like the dumb version of Kane. And Sheamus, which was just a really boring match. There was a whole scene where Bray Wyatt was doing his thing in like, he's like in a dark backstage bit. Then fucking Sheamus came and was like, hey, we're gonna team up. Ooh. They had, I've been saying Cesaro has been getting great. They had him come out in a suit and punch Kevin Owens and not have any fight. I was like, for God's sake. Rusev came out. I was like, right, hopefully Rusev will save this episode. He fought Mark Henry. No one cares about Mark Henry anymore. Right? So I was like, and they keep teasing about Dolph Ziggler coming back, because Dolph Ziggler is currently away pretending to be injured, even though he's currently negotiating a new contract. And I was like, for God's sake. Then through the whole episode it was like, Brock Lesnar later tonight. I was like, fuck yeah, Brock Lesnar, he'll save the show. It was Paul Heyman talking for 10 minutes. Then Lesnar came out for about 2. While Heyman talked and there was no Undertaker and I lost my shit.
If my heart happens, episode 5 is the WWE of visual novels.
I'm trying to think of my favourite bit in that show. Like, I'm trying to think of a good bit of that show. No, my favourite, this is how bad it was. My favourite bit of that whole episode is Stardust, right, has called out the Green Arrow, he's called out Stephen Amell, so Stephen Amell is gonna fight him next week on Raw. Stephen Amell is coming to Raw to fight him. I want this at SummerSlam. I will pay this at SummerSlam if Stephen Amell comes out dressed as the Arrow to fight Stardust and wins.
Stardust is going to be there alongside Corporate Kane as my least favourite characters in that damn show.
You know what really annoys me? So you know who Neville is?
No.
Neville is a lad from Newcastle who recently joined main WWE, but he was in NXT and he was NXT champion. So he's like a really, like, he's Rey Mysterio, high flying, right? He's like really good high flyer. So then he got given this tagline, the man that gravity forgot, or something like that. Now they've made him a superhero. Why? He was so good and you've made him so shit. Oh, and you know what else annoyed me? So I keep getting annoyed at the British people now in WWE. They made Wade Barrett King Barrett.
Oh God!
Right, so he's coming out in like the British crown, a cape. He's got the British flag on his underwear. They had him fighting Zack Ryder.
Neville is the Sandman of superstars.
Yeah. Yes. Pretty much.
Oh God!
Right. And then they had the best diva. I actually might go watch this. The best diva, which is Paige.
Yeah.
On the Stone Cold podcast. Also, there is a Stone Cold podcast with Stone Cold Steve Austin. He has a podcast.
Yep.
I'm sorry, this is no longer the best podcast because Stone Cold has a podcast.
Can the name of this episode be called Not As Good as the Stone Cold Podcast?
Yeah. Next week we should just make WWE references and drink beer and go 317 because Basha Bo told you. What?
So, half an hour in, can we start with the news now?
What?
Okay. So, Final Fantasy XII Remake was apparently announced by Arnie Roth, who is the composer. He composes a lot of stuff, apparently. So that happens.
And that's the bottom line, 'cause Stone Cold said so.
This week they also moved the Metal Gear Solid 5 PC release to be in line with the console releases, so will now release on the 1st of September. So that's good. Red Ash failed to meet its funding goal this week. It ended and didn't have enough thing, and yeah, so
What
that
was
happened.
this? Wait, what was this?
Red Ash.
Oh yeah, that game is stupid in all the generalness.
You're
So
a bit quiet.
am I a bit quiet? Did I
Yeah.
turn down my mic? Am I a bit quiet?
Uh,
Am I? I didn't mean to insult your intelligence or your integrity. Not that you would have a whole lot of it in the first place.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Your mic's too low.
Are you taking the mic?
A little bit. So yeah, Red Ash looks pretty shit, and the entire Kickstarter thing for this was pretty shady, to be honest. Like, Mighty Number 9's not even out yet.
Yeah, it's. To be. And have you heard it's already been funded? Red Ash.
No.
The
Actually, I
kick-
think I did.
The Kickstarter was like. They made the Kickstarter and they're like, oh well, it doesn't matter. A Chinese company has already done it. Has already funded it.
Wow. Also this week, we learned that Nolan North, the voice of many video game characters, he's like the most famous video game voice actor. He's the voice of Nathan Drake.
Confirmed for Love Live episode 4.
No, I wish. I really wish.
Episode 8.
Uh,
Episode 6.
Episode 3. He plays Ellie for like 2 seconds. He will be taking over Peter Dinklage's role of Ghost in Destiny.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. By which they mean they're completely getting rid of Peter Dinklage's lines and just completely replacing it with Nolan North. So that's a thing.
I've just sent you a link, which is my reaction.
At first I lolled. Then the GIF didn't load.
There is no GIF, that's it.
But it's a dot GIF.
You're a darn GIF.
It's a dot. I was like, So yeah, that's cool because Peter Dinklage's voice acting in that game was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Speaking of Mighty Number 9 not even being out yet, Mighty Number 9 delayed till 2016. So that's a thing. A speedrunner, a Mario 64 speedrunner, is offering $1,000 to anybody who can replicate a glitch while running a program that shows all of the commands and stuff that's going on, because a glitch happened during a live stream. If they can figure out how it works, it will like decrease the world record time exponentially.
Yeah, because they've worked out you can use it in like all the time between 2 plates.
Yeah.
So I totally understand why they want it.
Yeah. So that's cool. This week they released a trailer for the Deadpool movie. That movie looks awesome.
That's not gaming news.
I don't care. This isn't a gaming news thing.
Can we
It's
talk?
just
Wait, no.
whatever I want.
But talking about gaming news from last week, and also talking about WWE, the Terminator trailer
We
for
talked about this last week.
Oh, it's so stupid. But also what made me think, talking about Stone Cold Steve Austin, why is he on the front cover of WWE 2K16?
Because it's Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Do you think WWE's now got this point where they were like, okay, we need recognizable people to actually sell this game because this game is going to be so bad? Because all of them by 2K are so bad.
They should put Paige on the front and then not have diva matches.
That would be great. You know what I might now do for just like the rest of my YouTube career? Every video, I'm just gonna start with Paige's like raptor cry at the beginning of my music where it goes.
Paige is the highlight of that segment.
Paige is the highlight of any segment. Hashtag love page.
Highlight of the Terminator trailer featuring Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yep.
The new Deadpool movie looks pretty great. Not gonna lie.
I still haven't seen it actually. I genuinely haven't.
It was the ad to a video that I was watching, and like since I was watching the video at like midnight, I got like the uncensored version, and it was awesome. Stop spamming me this video link. Stop spamming the page second theme song Stars in the Night 2015 link.
Just watch the first 5 seconds.
No! It'll come up in the recording.
No, it won't.
It will. You know how shit my microphone setup is.
I want the raptor cry. This podcast needs the raptor cry. Oh, I can't remember if it was you or someone else. Did I tell you what my friend said about my hair this week, even though I've now had it cut and I don't have it?
No.
So, you know my hair's normally like this, like, just constant wave along? My friends named it the Lion Mane. Right? So now I want to make a video where, you know, I think it's MGM movies. You know where, like, at the beginning of the movie it's the lion going...
Oh, yeah?
I want to make a video where it's me going... So, we need to work out how to edit that, so I can make that.
We could probably make that pretty easily. That should be like the Barrett Abridged splash screen for any live action videos we do.
I want it so much.
I really want you and Aiden to watch Yushki so that I can write that live action skit that I wanted to write.
Also on gaming news, the news! Have you heard about Konami this week? If Konami couldn't get any worse, it's now a concentration camp.
Yup.
Literally worse than British history.
Yeah,
that was a bit far, but
they're also releasing Silent Hills and Silent Hill and Castlevania sexy pachinko machines.
Okay then.
Which is a disgrace. It is the worst thing of all time.
So, should we quickly comment on why they are a concentration camp? Because we've literally just, all we did there was just go, it's a concentration camp.
Yeah, right, you go ahead.
So, pretty much we found out this week that there's bits of Konami, including formerly known as Hideo Kojima Productions, which is now being called Section 8 or something, which sounds dodgy as shit in the first place. Just calling a section of the company Section 8. This is how the Division started. This is how the dictatorship of the... No, this is how the Hunger Games started. Right? I'm just imagining Hideo Kojima in the future as Katniss Everdeen, like going, I offer myself as tribute. And then she like goes and fights in the Hunger Games and wins. And then like the head of Konami like is President Snow and he's like, I've got to stop that Hideo Kojima. I'll kill his boyfriend.
The Hunger Games featuring Simon Belmont, Hideo Kojima,
Del Toro.
Guillermo del Toro.
Yes. And Ken Levine. Ken Levine has to be in there. Nolan Northern is also in there.
I like how Simon Belmont, the main character of Castlevania, is here amongst all these developers and filmmakers.
No, you know who also should be in there? So you know Finn in the Hunger Games is like, they made me like do modelling and stuff, so I must get revenge against the Capitol. Right? We get Peter Dinklage to be Finn and be like, they made me do voice acting, and then they scrapped me when I was terrible. Revenge against the Capitol. The Capitol is literally all the evil game companies in one.
And there's Nintendo, and there's just like Total Biscuits there. It's like they took my they tried to copyright my video.
No, it's Sega. Sega.
It's Sega and Nintendo. They joined forces.
Oh.
Sega-Tendo.
And there's just Jim Sterling fighting digital homicide. Just during the war. I want this to be a thing. I'm pushing this for SummerSlam.
Oh,
You can have it after, before the main event starts versus the Arrow. But so yeah, actually getting back on the topic. So supposedly some sections of Konami don't actually have internet. They have their own like in development internet, which only lets them look at certain things. They have
which is fair enough.
They have no, it's not. They have to clock in for lunch. So they're not wasting too much time at lunch.
Yeah.
So then they can get warnings if they spend too much time at lunch. Right? And they're getting like everything's getting searched. Oh, it's Konami. You are the worst. You know what I hope? I hope that Metal Gear Solid 5 is a flop. Is a complete flop.
Which it won't be because it's Metal Gear Solid.
Nope, I hope it gets panned by critics everywhere.
I hope it does too. I won't be buying it.
Oh, I'm not going to be buying it. I'm going to push a movement so people will not buy it. I'm going to go on Twitter right now. Hashtag don't spell don't wrong. Don't buy MGS5 hashtag There we go. I've just put out the perfect tweet. Okay.
Hashtag
I'm pushing it for all the SummerSlam. Oh, Fantastic Four's only made 11.3 million on the first weekend. Oh, that is bad.
Also this week,
it's also International Cat Day today, so let's just all appreciate that. Woo, cats!
Cat, I've never
You
owned
may-
a cat. And
You may not be as good as dogs, but you're a thing.
Yeah.
Lesbians eat what? I still love that top.
It's the best.
I want that t-shirt.
Somebody announced that Fallout 4 will not have a level cap, but the tweet has been since removed. So that's a thing. So no max level, you just keep on going till you stop. Also, Treyarch this week announced a bunch of stuff that's apparently going to be heading to the PC version of Black Ops 3, including 100% ranked dedicated servers, 2-player split screen, seamless game controller support, scaling and optimizations to make it look and run well in 4K, an FOV slider, a frame rate cap slider, improved text chat, Steam trading cards, and Treyarch anti-cheat. So that's pretty cool if they actually put in all this stuff. They also announced all of the minimum specs, which I'm going to send to you if you want to read them out. They're at the bottom of the page that I'm about to send. So yeah, it would be nice to have, if this is a good game, it would be nice to have seamless controller support. Just like, you don't have to go into a menu and change it, I believe that's what that means. And an FOV slider is needed, obviously. 2-player split screen would be nice. It seems like they're really trying, from what I can tell. The minimum specs look pretty doable. They've got 6 GB of RAM, an Intel Core i3 or AMD Phenom 2x4, 8, 10. Whatever floats your boat.
Also,
So
completely off topic, can I tell you about my views now officially on the Xbox One controller?
Go on.
So today, okay, I'll leave us side to side. Okay, today I went to game to play one of their employees at FIFA. They're not telling me that the away side controller was broken and the joystick for movement was completely destroyed. So it was just permanently making the players move up the screen right. So, like, this is how bad it was, right? I only lost 2-0, and the guy went, if your controller wasn't completely destroyed, you would have beaten me. That's what annoyed me. But, so, obviously, you know how much FIFA I play on PS4. I play way too much.
Yeah.
So obviously now I've just played the exact same game on PS4 and Xbox One. Right? And that controller feels too big. Right? I don't know why. I haven't measured them up, obviously. But holding an Xbox One controller, it feels too thick. And I was standing there going, my hands are getting tired. I've only been standing here for 15 minutes and my hands are getting tired. And that's why I was like, yep, this is why they're making the £150 Pro controller.
Yeah. Cool.
So yeah, I hate that controller.
The last bit of news that I've got written down should interest you, Andrew.
Ooh.
Is that the developers of Honey Pop have revealed that they're gonna reveal a new game next Saturday.
Oh, hell yes. Can we do
gonna-
the podcast right, like, as they're revealing it?
If you want, they will have a trailer and a green light page. They also said there will not be a Kickstarter because they can afford to fund it themselves this time. So there's that. So if this is Honey Pop 2, which it probably is going to be, all things considered, that means there's probably going to be dude on dude action, which is going to be cool and more progressive than the original, which was a parody anyway. But still, Honey Pop was fun. It was a fun game. And it was funny at points.
Okay, so can I tell you what like makes me old? So every time we do this podcast and I look up gaming news, I go on 3 different sites.
Right.
I go on games. I go on the top 3 and normally on Google. I go on GameSpot. I go on PC Gamer, and I go on N4G. Right.
Right.
I don't particularly like GameSpot that much. They're a bit meh. Latest stories, the second one, and it's got 180. It's got 10 upvotes. Xbox One boss logs 300 plus hours of Destiny. Why is that a news thing? That Phil Spencer has played 300 plus hours of Destiny.
See, this is why I use r/games, because that's uploaded. Like, the things that get on the front page are things that are, like, worth discussion. So, like, the Shadow Warrior 2 gameplay demo is being released, or the fact that Super Meat Boy 2 is a possibility, says the developers.
Okay, also can I just say some when we're talking about Konami a little bit earlier. This is the most like no shit Sherlock news thing ever. This headline. MGS5 will look best on PC. Screenshots confirm. Really, PC gamer? Really? No, I thought it would look best on the Wii U.
They'd probably make it like super cartoony and it look great.
Also,
Go on.
oh wow, suppose someone glitched Fallout 3 this week and made it so that you could leave leave the vault as the baby and complete the game. That's awesome, just in itself. Have you watched
Oh yeah, new Monster Musume came out this week.
don't spoil it, let's not talk about it.
It's so good.
Have you seen the Rise of the Tomb Raider trailer?
No.
Okay. Should we quickly go watch it? Because I want to talk about it. Okay, let's both go get the newest trailer up and watch it.
Can I have a link, please?
That's from 2 months ago. I want the one from this week.
Yeah.
Gamescom.
But yeah, Monster Musume is great, and you should watch it if you are. Yeah.
Okay, right. I'm not actually gonna send you it because it's not a trailer. It's a 7-minute gameplay thingy.
Okay.
So, okay. The gist of what I wanted to talk about with it was, and also if you've watched the patch, it's because I totally agree.
Mm-hmm.
They literally make Lara go very Assassin's Creedy with it. And the whole trailer is like, you can watch her stealthily kill all these people. Now, I don't know what direction they're going with Rise of the Tomb Raider, but they're literally making it look like she's become a killing machine.
Yeah.
Which is not Tomb Raider. Like, it really frustrates me, and I don't know if it's like they're going, well, people like killing, let's put killing in our Tomb Raider, but the more killings.
Let's put Tomb Raider in our killing. That'll sell it.
That will sell it. But the more killings.
Anything else you want to talk about?
Also on the no shit Sherlock news, games for Windows wasn't the right approach, says Microsoft.
Yeah.
Really? No, please tell me more.
Fucking.
That just was like, Just a lot of game trailers from Gamescom. Do you think it's weird that Sony avoided Gamescom this year?
A little bit, but they're going to the Paris thing, aren't they? So.
But it's Paris Games Week, and I'm sure Gamescom is a lot bigger.
I don't know. They've obviously got some reason to do it. Whether or not it's good is yet to be decided, but.
I think the main reason for this is because the PlayStation is currently destroying the Xbox One in Europe, right? I think it's 3-1.
I think it's everywhere that they're destroying Xbox.
They're destroying it by but I mean, especially in Europe.
They've always been dominant in Europe, as opposed to Xbox has been more popular in America, I believe.
I feel like they don't actually have to go to Gamescom in Europe to actually sell the PS4, if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
Where the reason they have to go to E3, for example, is in America, Microsoft the dominant company in America. Sony Japanese, Nintendo Japanese. I'm not being a racial thing, but it's also kind of a racial thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Also, the new Match of the Day opening is brilliant, and I love it. I'm currently watching it because Match of the Day is back on. The football season's back. Woo! Come on, Newcastle. Come on, Newcastle. So yeah. Ooh, Smite developers announced Paladins, a free-to-play online shooter. Interesting. Excited to see all of that stuff. So yeah, that's some things. What else?
Let's have a look at. Oh yeah, the Dota 2 International happened.
Oh yeah, so no shit Sherlock news again. Street Fighter 5 trailer reveals Vega! Vega! Oh my god, what a shock!
Yeah. Well, I mean, you saw Smash Bros. There's no guarantee any character will make it in.
So, you know what I completely missed, and I don't know how I missed this? There's a 2-minute trailer for from footage of from Super Hot beta footage. Oh my god, the people now look like glass. Oh, if you you know when you run out of bullets and you throw your gun, if you throw your gun at the people, it actually distracts them. Also, they can run out of bullets now.
Could they not always?
No. So the enemy can actually run out of bullets.
I thought they could, because you could pick up the enemy thing and it would only have as much ammo as they had left. Or was that something else?
No, because you know, like in the demo, you know, the hallway one where you just had to keep running.
Mm-hmm.
Think about that. You couldn't just keep dodging till they ran out.
Yeah, I suppose.
It was just you had a limit. Seemed to have thing, which now kind of upsets me because now there's not going to be a hallway level, or it's going to be easier. I'm not sure.
Or maybe if they run out, they'll get some sort of thing to make it harder, so you want to get them before they run out.
Also, the maps look so much better. I hope this game is as fun as all of the demos and everything. And I as soon as that game comes out, I will go and pre-order that right now. I'm still kind. I'm so against pre-orders that I will never pre-order that. But I will buy that on launch. I will confirm full Let's Play right now. Right? All of that full Let's Play. Also spoiling the football from 2 days ago. Gee, last day. Like, I went, so Sunderland were 3-0 down against Leicester. And I laughed. And they went, then guess what happened? They were 3-2. They killed it back at 3-2. I was like, oh shit, then what happened? And he went, then it was 4-2. I was like, yeah, let's go. Also, there was totally just a level there where you looked up and there was all these guys on the roof. How were you supposed to get out of that level?
You can freeze time.
Also, so Sunderland lost to a team that had a racist orgy. Let's all remember that. Oh, that is the
entire team.
No, like 4 guys, including the manager's son though. Well, former manager, he just kind of quit. Well, I think he got sacked. I'm not sure. But do all of the things. And Sunderland are 1-0 down. Boo, Sunderland. Yeah, I think there's no more news really. Have we got any anime news really?
Let me check. Oh, Reddit servers aren't working. That's great. Yeah.
So just
I don't know. Newest school live is great.
That's not news.
It is to me.
That's to be expected.
It's still news to me, damn it.
School live is great.
She's still alive to me, damn it. Spoilers.
I shit my head at you, sir.
It's still pre-apocalypse to me, damn it.
School live is great, and that's the bottom line because Stone Cold said so. But yeah, let's So yeah.
Oh yeah. Actually, no. School life still being great is news because in a recent poll, it is the #1 thing that people are excited for. Like in their weekly things 6 weeks into the season.
Nah.
And the other things seem to be like Roka and Gate and Food Wars.
Woo, Food Wars!
Which are all shows that I really don't care about anymore. I've just given up on all 3 of them.
So can I
Maybe
say
I'm the problem.
you are the problem? Can I say one thing about Food Wars, which it's like I don't know why I feel this way. So, you know, I said the last episode was ended on like a massive cliffhanger.
Like all of them do.
Now, not really all of them, but
Most of them.
this one was like, okay, we're preparing for this battle. That's going to be a next episode, right? So I was like, right, and so then I should be really excited for the battle. I just remembered that I need to watch it. Like, I haven't been sitting here going, I can't wait. For some reason, I'm now like, oh yeah, I have that to watch. And I should have really been more excited.
For this entire podcast, I've been super excited to watch the newest episode of Shimoseta, which came out just as we started recording.
I've been excited to play more Shovel Knight. And to watch football! Football!
Everybody needs to watch Shimoseta, because it is the best.
Everyone needs to subscribe and watch this podcast every week. And also watch the Stone Cold podcast, because Stone Cold says...
Gosh, what is going on with Reddit right now?
Okay, should we do what's coming out this week?
Okay, what's coming out this week on About Bridged?
One video, and it's all gaming, lol. Anime.
I don't know. We may get the cake song finished this week.
Oh my god, really? That's a thing? Is that a thing?
I was talking to Kagadan before, and he was like, what did he say? This is a direct quote from Kagadan 2015.
Lol Ruby.
It's okay, sweet. Okay, this is what I said. I said.
Oh, I think he's gonna say, okay, sweetie.
No. So I sent him the newest Madoka parody that I've written, that I've already sent to you, and asked him, like...
Oh, that's gonna come out this week, hopefully.
To proofread it, see if it's okay. He was like, yeah, it's great. I was like, okay, sweet. I'll make it when Andrew records his lines. So after Half-Life 3 comes out and the cake song gets finished, lol.
Wow.
And so this is a direct quote. I'm feeling a bit better, so when my brother goes, I'll try and get them done.
Woo!
So now we just need Maya to do her lines, and I'll need to download the movie, obviously, I'll see what I can do. And I'll make that, and I'll have to record my lines. I'm going to be the last person to record my lines, only because I know I'll re-record my lines 5 times with each different person. On Bash and Dmon this week, I believe we've got this podcast, then we've got 2 episodes of Freedom Planet, and then a Versus, which I don't think we've recorded yet. Is this correct information? Oh, actually, no, the confirmed video for About to Bridge this week is Hatful Boyfriend episode 4. We'll be finishing Sakia's route, which is great, because that is an amazing route, and I love it, and that is my most edited video of all time, because I clipped the mic so much in that damn video, and then, after all this editing, the audio desyncs for like 6 minutes at the end, and I'm like, Also, get your phone away from your mic, that's very annoying. I'm not even entirely sure that my co-host is listening to me.
I am, and also my phone is being in the same place through this whole podcast, so it's not my phone.
You're just now getting a text, though.
I am not getting a text. Okay, what's coming out on my channel this week? Wait, have we done Bash and Dmon? This podcast, Freedom Planet, and we need to do a Versus.
Yeah, we need to do a Versus.
Can we think of another bullshit card game? Or are we starting MOBA Month?
We're not doing MOBA Month, that's never going to be a thing.
MOBA Month! September 2015.
Don't
Confirmed.
try to make it a thing. I'm going to have a look. Did you buy the Humble Bundle?
Not yet.
Okay. What could we do? This week's verses shall be... Do you own Rock of Ages?
No.
Damn it.
Rock of Ages.
It's a really cool, like, it's sort of like competitive bowling with a Monty Python art style.
What a fook.
And it's like, it's really good, look it up, it's amazing, and like, all the battles take place through like mythology history. Like, there's a part where you go to Sparta, and like, just the whole this is Sparta thing, and like, it pans across and counts each individual Spartan. It's amazing. And it's all with the like weird Monty Python style. It's an awesome game and you should buy it. That came out years ago and this isn't an advertisement. I don't know why I'm talking so much.
Okay. Shall I tell you what's on my channel this week?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, Portal 2 finally out, episode 1.
Sweet.
Confirmed, confibbled, with JDR. Great series, go
Shout
watch
out
it.
JDR.
Yeah, read him back this podcast at some point.
I thought you hated that idea.
Just not with me on it. That's what I want.
The Basher and JDR on podcast.
Pokemon Emerald and Pokemon Emerald episode 16 and 17 on Tuesday and Wednesday. I think you're in both, I'm not sure.
I'm probably in them. I'm in a lot of things.
Thursday, I haven't decided what's coming out. I might play more Hearthstone, so that might be coming out on Thursday. I will finally upload on a Friday for the first time in forever. Finally uploading that Nidhogg run because I keep missing it because I keep being away. But that will finally come out on a Friday. The new challenge accepted is finally starting. It'll have come out today. So the second episode of Challenge Accepted will be out on Saturday. And then I will have something random. Sundays are now just going to be like whatever I feel like at the time. I might start the Shovel Knight Let's Play. Or I might play more Hearthstone on Sunday. I have not decided yet. But prepare for that.
Actually, can you record your lines for the new Miss Madoka thing, like, right after this podcast?
Well, probably not. Why?
Because I want to make that video, because the more I think about it, the stupider the idea gets, so like, the more sick of it I'm going to be by the time I get to making it.
I promise I'll make it tomorrow.
Okay. I'm going to hold that against you.
Yep, that's fine. So that's it really for this week, and yeah.
I'll download the episode tonight. So that should be...
I hope you enjoyed all this, and we shall end the podcast. Annie,
wait, hang on.
are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready?
Invisible Zero.
Ready?
3, 2, 1.